I'm Sachin Prabhu. My native place is Udupi itself, and I did my education engineering in NITED, which is in Karkala. It's nearby Udupi itself. So I did my computer science engineering there, and yeah, I'm currently placed in Amazon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I joined Amazon in 2020 January and worked as an intern for 6 months. So I was converted in, I don't know, like I probably July or August of 2020. And yeah, I'm a full-time employee right now. And my post right now is Software Development Engineer 1, SD1. Yeah. Yeah, like I wasn't actually planning for Amazon. I was just like any good company was good enough for me, and it just happened to cross my path. I was pretty studious, but not that much also. Yeah, I was pretty much into coding. We used to do a lot of competitive coding competitions and everything. Like my friend circle was also like that itself. We used to discuss a lot of problems and everything. Yeah, that I think that helped a lot for the Amazon interview. Our college education is actually not that bad for like interviews. Whatever they taught us in college was pretty, what to say, comprehensive, you can say. It was pretty good. The syllabus was pretty good. But I did refer some outside sources. But for this other students, I would suggest actually whatever they teach in college, if you deep dive a little more into it, I think it's more than enough for any, interviews. Even for Amazon interview, I think college education itself is good enough. But you have to obviously deep dive into whatever they are teaching. Talking from my own experience, like my interview was more like algorithm intensive, I can say. That too, it was not such complicated algorithms. We'll talk about that later if you want. And the data structure wise, my questions were not data structure intensive at all. Actually, the most complicated data structure I used in my interview was array. That's it. Nothing complicated, just array. Little algorithm, like it was a little tricky, and it's like just like any other problem. I can just like you just have to know like whatever basic computer science knowledge. I'd say basic computer science knowledge was enough to crack the interview. Actually, you just have to be good at the basic stuff. That's it. Okay, so about the interview process for the internship role, one actually came to our college, and the first round was it was just two coding questions, so basic, and most people cracked it, but it was very competitive in our college, and I think they selected 9 to 10 people from our college, and these 9 to 10 people were invited to Bangalore for face-to-face interview. Okay, so that face-to-face interview was just 2 rounds, and each round had they asked us two questions in each round. Two questions were both like just related to competitive coding, nothing else. And to be frank, it was not, really not that advanced. There was no question related to trees or graphs or anything like that. Just they were checking your problem solving skills and basic computer science knowledge. That's it. So yeah, so whoever cracked the all the four questions of those 2 rounds got converted. Three people from our college got converted. I mean, got converted as in got the internship role. And yeah, so starting from January 2020, the internship started, and the work was like any other job actually. You just have to be good at it. It was definitely, I won't say it was data structure intensive or algorithm intensive. It is just normal job. You just have to know a basic coding, control structure, if else, for loop, things like that. Like at least in the beginning. Later on, you'll get introduced to topics like microservices, calling other services, AWS services, working with AWS services, things like that. So basically, it's just like any other job. You just have to be good at it. You just have to take interest in what you're doing. If you do that much, you'll get converted actually. And obviously, you have to be good at coding. Like that's absolutely mandatory. But not like extreme knowledge of coding. Nothing is needed like that. You just have to know the control structure, if it's just for loops, things like that. Like, and rest is basically your attitude in the team that will get you converted. Yeah, obviously, I was like really happy getting into Amazon is like a really big thing. I actually was not expecting a lot. Like, I did mess up a little bit during my internship, but it is like they know like no one can be perfect, right? So they know that. So a little bit of mess up is like forgiven, not such a big thing. So I really didn't think I would get converted. Like, I was really happy when I got the mail. Actually, there is no training as such. Like as you go on working, you just have to pick up things. There was no training in particular. The experience was pretty good, I'd say. Like it was a new place, first time going to Bangalore for working and all. It was a quite a good experience. The people in the team were also pretty helpful. They were very patient and they helped me get through the internship. And you'll be assigned a mentor actually. So one person is always there to solve your queries and everything. So yeah, so one person is definitely there to help you all the time. The workers can be, I can say, a little more than compared to other companies, but if you show interest, then it's not a thing for you. Yeah, so the internship I'd say was definitely not bad. It was a very good experience. Got to learn a lot of new things, a lot of AWS services, a lot of tech stacks and back end, front end, everything. It's like a all round, like it helped me grow as a all round software engineer. Yeah, the main thing is your ability to learn actually. That is the most important thing because you will have to learn a lot of stuff. Like there will be requirement. They like the people who are giving you requirement, they don't care if you know this thing or not. So your ability to pick up things, your ability to learn things is what really matters actually. So if you're good at learning and picking up things, that's more than enough. So I think I can say I'm really an expert at that, but I'm good enough to like be an employee in Amazon. Uh, well, yeah, that learning is like learning new things, being interested is what really matters. You have to be like persistent. But I can't say you have to set 24 hours a day and keep going at competitive coding questions. Like, just do like one or two problems a week or one problem a week, doesn't matter. Just learn something new every week. For like, let's say you're in third year of engineering and you have 1 year, just do one problem a week. Just learn one new thing a week. That's, I think, it's more than enough to crack most of the interviews, like all the interviews, basically. It's really not that. It's really not that different. Like the working hours, I can say it's a little more compared to the office working hours. If it was office, we'll just leave the office when it's time, right? But in home, we are in home all the time. Just like with any other companies, it's a little extended, but it's going fine. It's fine. So we really don't know like till when we'll have this work from home. I think it will be extended quite a lot. At least 2021 is definitely. I think it's work from home itself. Hopefully next year we'll get to go to the office. I'll tell you the things that I work with. Mainly, I work on backend services. Like we work on Java microservices. That's actually, that is one more suggestion that I give to any person. Like learn a little about microservices. It's really not that complicated. Like I think it will give you a edge over like other contestants, right? So I think knowing a little bit about microservices will go a long way. And also I work on AWS services. Those are really simple actually. Like knowing those will really give you an edge, I'd suggest. So you can know about that because I'm working on it right now. So, that like it's like integral part of my work. So we use quite a lot of AWS services. So that is what I work on. And what else? Coming to specifics of AWS services, I can say mainly DynamoDB, S3, simple notification, SNS, SQS, Elasticsearch, things like that. So these are pretty simple. So if you're going to a interview and you have these things in your resume, I think it can actually give you an edge. And I'm not telling go deep dive into that. Just know what those are and maybe just look into a little bit of implementation details. That is definitely a lot of companies, not only in Amazon, it's being used in a lot of companies. So yeah, AWS services. Then what else? Rarely I get to work on front end. I prefer to work on React. So we have done like one or two projects using React, and most of the legacy systems are in Angular. So sometimes rarely on Angular. That's about front end. What else? Mm. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, about Java backend, I'd suggest looking a little bit into Spring. It's used in a lot of companies too. If you are building Java microservices, then there's a 90% chance that you're definitely using Spring. Just know a little bit about the dependency injection of Spring and things like that. It'll definitely give you an edge over other people in the interview. Be interested in the work you're doing. Be excited about the work. Be excited to learn new things. That's it.